What's up YouTube, Easter PA Fishing here. The date is November 19th, so we're about to head down to the ORELAND quarry and hopefully catch ourselves a big old trout. Now this quarry is right down the street from me, but I never fish it, and the reason for that being is it's just super pressured. There's literally someone fishing that place from the time it's open till the time it closes. I used to love biking right down the street and catching myself a couple bass and maybe a trout here and there, but that place is just so well known now. I don't know if it's because of my videos, probably not. Honestly, it's because of FishBrain. FishBrain has been destroying a lot of fishing spots. Now everybody knows exactly where the fish are and they know how to fish for them. I mean, it's cool that a lot of people are showing interest in fishing and all that good stuff, but I'm telling you guys, there are just so many spots that are washed out and fished out. Let me know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. Comment down below. Anyway, let's get this one started. Let's head down to the quarry and catch ourselves a trout. I hope you guys all like the content. If at any point in time you do, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button while you're down there, leave me a comment, let me know what you did or did not like about this video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Easter PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? Do that now. Easter PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. ORELAND quarry. Surprisingly, I'm the only one here. Very surprisingly. Hopefully we're gonna catch a trout. I feel like that's probably the only thing that's gonna be biting here this time of year. A very tiny hellgrammite imitation tied on. I believe this is actually a Savage Gear Drop Perfect hellgrammite. Super sweet little jig. We should definitely be able to pick something up on this. Gonna start over here. I guess I'll work my way to the dock. I used to fish this place religiously. I used to come here every single day, guys. A lot of the people that fish this place always, you know, try to act like they know everything about this spot, how deep it is, what exactly happened here, blah, blah, blah. You will hear literally every story in the book if you come fish this place. Now, if you want to come to a good bass fishing spot where you can maybe just catch 1 or 2 fish, ORELAND Quarry is the place to do it. Usually catch a fish here almost every time. But like I said, I haven't fished here in over a year. So who the heck knows anymore. Really like to catch a trout though. There actually are some sick spots on the other side of this quarry that you really can't get down to anymore. But of course, there's a whole bunch of teenagers that went back there and caused a bunch of trouble. Cops were called a whole bunch of times. And eventually they put up these big signs that say no trespassing, violators will be prosecuted, all that good stuff. This spot has kind of been destroyed. The one time me and my buddy, there's actually a fence that runs along the top over there, runs all the way around this quarry. But me and my buddy hung on the fence and we got out till about straight across. You guys can see straight across the quarry. We were like parallel with that, hanging on the fence, looking down at like a 60-foot drop into the middle of like death. We came to a whole bunch of poison ivy and ended up having to turn around and go back. It was just growing all along the fence and we weren't really down with that. That was quite an adventure. Pretty daring, super dangerous. But the way I've always thought of this place, that it was like, you know, pretty much a free-for-all until they put up those signs that said no trespassing. I forget what the old signs said. I think it was something along the lines of not responsible for unauthorized access or something like that. In other words, that if you fall and you drowned, it's not Sandy Run's fault. The golf course across the street actually bought this 6-7 years ago now, opened it up to the public. So if you guys know about the other spot on the other side that I mentioned, there used to be a little bridge that went out into the middle, and then there was a big building out there. You used to be able to see it, but a lot of the limestone leaks out of this quarry now that it gets so hot during the summer. That's why this water also gets a weird blue tint. There was a bridge that went out to the middle to a giant naval base that used to be floating on buoys. They actually deflated the buoys and sank the entire building. So that's under the water there. Kind of creepy. I used to have a couple friends that said they broke into it back in the day and used to go in there and, you know, do graffiti or whatever teenagers do when they break into a quarry. That's actually what they were mining here. It's limestone. You'll hear a whole bunch of stories. Some people say, oh, they dye the water. They come and have a bunch of trucks dump a bunch of blue dye into the water to change it a color. That's not true at all. Also, you hear like a lot of people say, oh, this place is like 80, 90 some feet deep. I think at max it's only about 65 feet deep, which, don't get me wrong, that's very, very deep. Seems like they do a fall stock here every November. I'm not sure if it's Stony Creek Anglers that stocks this place or if it's the fire company. I am hoping to come across fish here eventually. I know a lot of old heads like to come here and fish live bait. It's one of the reasons why the fishing is so poor here. I wonder if I have a jerk bait on me. Whew. Man, I don't blame anybody else for not being out here today. It is a chilly one. I think they said it's about 40 degrees. They said it's supposed to feel like it's a lot colder because of the wind. Gonna keep casting this Hellgrammite imitation around a bit. I actually have a mystery tackle box with me. Gonna go grab my gear. Now, of course, I do have all my spinners, jerk baits, pretty much everything I usually bring with me when I fish a small creek. This little golden gem of a tackle box here. But today, I'm gonna try to catch something on this mystery tackle box. Not sure which month this is. Got some steelhead shads in here, some crappie kickers, little minnow jig head, whatever the heck this thing is. That's kind of weird looking. Got ourselves a spoon, not even gonna look at that. And we got some bobbers, which I'm not gonna use. And we got a slab spoon. That might be pretty good. I think we're gonna throw on a moving bait after this soft plastic. Doesn't really seem like we're getting any action on this. Oh, this wind is destroying me right now. Last cast of the Hellgrammite. Gotta start throwing a moving bait. Oh, well, that was a terrible cast. Alrighty. The wind does not help fishing a soft plastic. Yeah, let's switch it up. It's too cold. I'm gonna throw on one of these original steel shads. Well, gosh dang it. Well, I hooked myself. It's the biggest thing I'm gonna probably catch all day. Man, it is cold, guys. Whew. All for the sake of a dope fishing video. Oh man, it is cold. Let's hope we can catch something on the steel shad. I almost feel like I'm not gonna last much longer out here, guys. Unless I get like a break in the wind. Let's give this steel shad a shot. Cast it like an animal. Oh man, it's so cold. I have some frozen right now. This is not worth it unless I catch a giant trout, which probably isn't gonna happen. Oh, this is the worst. I'm gonna need plastic replacement surgery after this one, guys. I am so cold, guys. I'm so freaking cold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, steel shad, you're not doing me any justice. Back into the box. Let's try one of these little UV freaking small fry minnows. Throw one of those crappie kickers on there. Maybe this crappie thumper will fit on here. I don't know. At this point, I'm willing to try anything. Oh gosh. How the freak? Great package design, guys. Oh man. All right, well, looks like we're just gonna tear right into that. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get something on this little crappie kicker with a very tiny little swim jig. All right, well, we cast it out there. Had to give it, I'm guessing 30, 40 minutes to get to the bottom. And the wind's probably blowing it all over down there. Excellent. I'm telling you guys, I'm probably not gonna last much longer out here. It is just too cold. Grind it out here for you guys a little bit longer. It takes a lot to stand out in the cold, especially when you're not dressed properly. Oh man, gosh dang. It's so cold when you're old. This is some of the typical stuff you'll see down here at the quarry. There's a bunch of litter all over the place. You know, there's a trash can right in the parking lot, but someone was just so lazy that they had to leave this junk right there. Typical ORELAND quarry. What would everybody around here do without this place? Probably be fishing lockash. It's actually not too bad under this bridge. Blocks a bit of the wind. It's like we're gonna abandon fishing the mystery tackle box because it just doesn't seem like anything in there is gonna catch a fish today. Let's see what else I got in my bag. I wanna throw a spinner and then get the heck out of here. Rooster tail with no tail. So I guess you could just call it a rooster. Well guys, looks like once again, we are probably gonna get skunked. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video. Probably will anyway, just for the heck of it. You guys always seem to watch these ORELAND quarry fishing videos. So for the third time this week, I got skunked. It's kind of a shame. A lot of spots in Pennsylvania are like this nowadays. Not saying that, you know, the end of November is the best time to be fishing for any species of fish, but at the same time, I know back in the day, you know, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I definitely would still be catching fish out of this place this time of year. That just goes to show you what pressure does to a place, especially considering a lot of people that fish this place use live bait, which I just feel is super unnecessary. But this is what it's like nowadays. A lot of these spots that, you know, people think are sacred or used to be good back in the day have all been walked, they've all been explored, they've all been fished. With all the crazy flooding we've had, a lot of the creeks and rivers are just completely washed out. But there are a couple fall stocks coming up, so that's kind of exciting. More opportunity to catch some trout. I want to do some more adventuring out, but the vehicle I have right now isn't really the best for that. So I don't really know what's going to happen this winter. It's not like the fishing is going to get any better up until spring. So I'm going to have to come up with some creative ideas for content. Let me know, comment down below. Are you guys trying to see some other stuff, or are you just trying to see me fish and, you know, not catch anything? It is definitely a very challenging time of year for Pennsylvania fishing YouTube channels. I'm running out of gas here, guys. I got to go home and warm my nipples. I hope that's appropriate for YouTube. I'm probably gonna keep that in. Definitely need to warm my nipples. Whew. Anyway, if for some reason you guys did like this video, please scroll down below and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, this is not the best example of what you're gonna get when you subscribe to my channel. Oh man, I'm just being an idiot now. More crappy fishing videos soon, guys. Like and subscribe for more.